Okay, guys, so I'm coming to you live from Austin, Texas. Yes, I'm actually out here for a work deal this week, and I figured, hey, why not come to you from the inside of the rival's home? But no, it's on a serious note, guys. I'm here today to some of the updates and rumors that are swirling around Oklahoma recruiting, especially since we are at a slower time. If you guys haven't noticed, video content's been kind of down lately, but I'm sure that will pick up as we start some recruitments roll in. So, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, hit that like, hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think. Jump down in the comments. Who do you guys think will be the next commit for the Oklahoma Sooners? So, the first one that I wanted to start out today with was Joseph Jonah Ajonye. I have seen a couple of you guys ask questions about him in other people's streams because, yes, I do watch those. And then obviously in my videos too. And it's easy. Right now, his commitment date is August 1st, and that commitment date could change. So that's something that Oklahoma fans potentially want to keep an eye on. Joseph Jonah Ajonye has talked about how much he has liked his visits to Oklahoma and the desire to want to play with David Stone and Nigel Smith, who are still targets for OU, regardless of what you hear people say. But talking about Nigel Smith, this one's an interesting one because Nigel Smith is actually one of the first recruits that I've actually been able to sync up with and connect with. Now, again, I'm not an insider, so I don't talk to these kids as much as some of those guys do. So, your guys like Parker Thune, I almost said Parker Thune and Brandon Drum, Colin Kennedy, I believe. Those are the 247 guys. They might have a little bit better information just because, they get to actually see these kids in person and talk to them. But no, Nigel Smith is a guy that I still fully expect to be an Oklahoma Sooner. With the Peyton Pierce recruitment, it did feel like maybe that lead for Oklahoma maybe slipped a little bit, but you would feel that the relationship that Nigel Smith has been able to develop with this staff will continue to hold prevalent. And I still believe Nigel Smith is a five-star talent and a talent that the Oklahoma Sooners have to land if anything in this class. So, in reality, we've talked about this defensive line class so much. David Stone, Williams Winery, Nigel Smith, Joseph Jonah Ajonye, Dominic McKinley has recently popped up. You have Jason Ross, Logan Thomas. I believe there was a guy named Owen Waffle out there for a while. So you hear those names and you're like, this could be deep defensive line class. And that's true. I am curious to see, though, like, let's say you land a David Stone, a Williams Winery, and maybe a Nigel Smith, right? Does a Jaden Jackson hop on board still? Does a Joseph Jonah Ajonye hop on board? Because now all of a sudden you've got a lot of depth and major competition on those defensive lines. So a path to start might not be 100% there. And so I'll be curious to see how that potentially impacts the Oklahoma Sooners recruiting, especially if David Stone decides to shut down that commitment early. I think that's something that a lot of you guys are looking for. It's something I'm looking for. We've all seen David Stone on social media posting about what team he's visiting. I guess who's been showing him the most love. Michigan State is probably the one team everybody sees. But I think once David Stone locks down that recruitment, it's going to help us understand this defensive line class a little more. We have several of these guys coming out for Champion Barbecue on June 15th and 16th. And I believe OU maybe could get a couple silent commitments there. And why I say that is maybe like a guy like Nigel Smith says, hey, Todd Bates or Miguel Chavis, I am ready to shut my recruitment down, but I'm not going to publicly announce my commitment until August. It's like September or something like that, when the third game is senior night for Melissa, Texas, because he wants to do it then. And I don't see him moving that date up. So he could potentially tell them something like that. Hey, I don't want to commit until this date, but here is my statement to you guys. Recruitment is shut down. That's a possibility. I would like to see Brian Wesco commit here pretty quickly. I know a lot of OU fans are kind of eager on that one. He hasn't seen the future cast come through. He hasn't seen the crystal balls. So that's one where I think that one could potentially get locked down by the Champion Barbecue. You've got David Stone. What is he going to do? Is he going to attend the Champion? I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen anything on a visit. I will keep you guys updated on that one as soon as I see it there. Nigel Smith will be there. You're going to have Joseph Jonah Ajonye there as well. You're going to have other guys like Bennett Warren, the four-star offensive tackle who we've had here on the show. I think that's probably a Texas A&M, Oregon, Michigan, Oklahoma play there. You've got Samaj Jones, that four-star quarterback out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We've had him on as well. OU was his dream school, so he got that offer. So he'll be out to the Champion Barbecue there. Dominic McKinley, the five-star. That one's interesting because you're going to have Dominic McKinley, Sammy Brown. I would imagine you'll have David Stone. And Williams Nwaneri going back and forth on whether he's going to go to Tennessee that weekend or whether he'll be in Oklahoma. So if you're able to get Williams Nwaneri, you're going to have 4, maybe 5 stars on campus. A lot of those that you feel pretty good about. At least 3 of them that you feel pretty good about. I know you guys have heard the things about Sammy Brown. I kind of agree with Brandon Drum over at Rivals that it's kind of one of those things where it's like a wait and see. Like, you'll believe it when you see it, but you're not just going to go be like, oh, yeah, we're getting him. As far as everybody else, I think Oklahoma could 100% edge everybody out. So, yeah, big 5 stars coming to the Champion Barbecue, something that everybody needs to pay attention to. As far as that goes, not a lot going on. I haven't really been talking to a lot of the recruits the past couple of weeks just because I've been busy. Guys, we're heading up into prime wedding season, so I'm sure that sometimes the video content might not come out as quickly. But guys, I'd still love for you guys to tune in. Jump down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want me to talk about. Is there a specific player or recruit that you guys want me to have on the show? But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for all of the Oklahoma recruiting updates at the exact moment. Oklahoma did lose out on Jordan Tyson, the wide receiver from Colorado. He ended up going to Arizona State with Rashad Samples. Guys, we knew Rashad Samples was going to be a force to be reckoned with at Arizona State. When there were talks of him coming to Oklahoma, that would have been a huge win. So that's definitely something to note there, that Rashad Samples is going to be a guy that Oklahoma is going to have a hard time recruiting against, especially in the Dallas area. The good news is you got a wide receivers coach in Emmett Jones that he holds relationships. He holds them well, and he's already leveraging those. So guys like DeCorey Moore, guys like that, I would feel pretty confident about in 2025. But that's something that you guys will have to keep your eye out, keep your ears open for. But guys, again, if you haven't already, go ahead, jump down in the comments below. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are. Additionally, if you guys were on the 247 boards and you guys are wondering where Parker and Brandon went, well, they've moved over to Rivals. So join me over there at Rivals. Guys, they have great content. Guys, a lot of sometimes the things that I pull is just tidbits of stuff that they're talking about. So jump over there, go support them, and Boomer Sooner.